Welcome to Bulldog 580 Sports. It is Max the Man. Going to go over first round NBA playoff picks and stats and such. So let's start with Oklahoma City. They are up as of the recording of this video. They are up 2-0 over the Pelicans. Zion is out, so that definitely doesn't help the Pelicans. And the Thunder are loaded. SGA got some MVP votes. Holmgren second in the Rookie of the Year voting from Gonzaga. Ingram needs to have a big series. Oklahoma City last year was in the playing game, and now they're the top seed. So definitely had a great turnaround there in Oklahoma City this year. As I mentioned before, SGA got some MVP votes. He was averaging 36-5 this year. Pretty awesome. They're the youngest team to ever have the number one seed as well. And the Pelicans shoot fourth best in the league for threes. I think, though, that the OKC is going to end up finishing the series out. I know they're up 2-0 already, but I would have picked them anyways. So we got Oklahoma City moving on to the next round. The next series here is the Clippers and the Mavs. It's tied 1-1 at time of recording, but I think the Clippers are going to lose the series to the Mavs. I think the Mavs are going to win the series. I think this is the best matchup in the West. The Mavericks lost to the Clippers in 2021, 22, and also in 20 and 21. So 2 years in a row they've lost to the Clippers in the playoffs. Luka's a problem. He's killing it out there. How much will Kawhi play? It's another big question for the series. I mean, the guy only plays like 1/3 of the games. The Mavericks are 16-2 in their last 18 games, so they're hot as fish grease. And they have the number one defense in those 18 games as well. So looking for the season, 34 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, and he shoots 10 threes a game. That's so crazy. So maybe besides Kyrie and Luka needs to step up for them in the series, though. If they're gonna, if they are gonna win. So the Clippers, they were the hottest team in the league from November to February. And they were the number one seed on February 6th. And since February 6th, they went 17-15. Kawhi did play the most games since 2016, so I guess that is a positive. But again, like I say, the Mavericks are going to take out the Clippers in this one, I think. So the Timberwolves are up 2-0 on the Suns. It's time of recording. That is a problem for the Suns. They're not real big. Rudy should dominate inside. Game 2 of the series, Phoenix turned the ball over just way too much. And the big three played like ass. The Wolves were the number one seed the majority of the season. And this was their best season since 2004. So they've been killing it. But Minnesota lost to the Suns in their last game of the season, and they were 0-3 against the Suns on the season. And they never came within 10 points in the second half. So basically, they got blown out every game. But they are down 2-0, the Suns, that being. So Minnesota does have the 8th ranked offense of teams in the playoffs. So they are the worst offense in the playoffs in the West. The big three, by the way, take up 60% of the salary cap for the Suns. That's going to be a problem moving forward, unless they get a great TV deal and that salary cap goes way up. The Suns also have the worst turnover margin of any team in the playoffs. Part of the problem for that, though, is they have no true point guard. Kevin can dish the ball a little bit. Bradley Beal can as well, but they're have no true point guard. They don't even have a backup point guard. So that's got to be part of the reason why they're getting so many turnovers, because they don't have everybody to really handle the ball. So again, I think that's part of the reason why Minnesota's going to take it out. But Phoenix can't handle the ball. They way too many turnovers. It's too sloppy. So again, poor fucking Durant is going to get screwed again. Feel bad for the guy. I really do. So next we have the Nuggets and the Lakers. Yeah, the Nuggets are up 2-0 in the series as of time of recording. AD is healthy, but Joker is a problem. Like Joker, he's the MVP. He's a problem. The Lakers can't keep up with him. LA had a 47-35 record, and they're the 8th seed. I mean, geez, man, the West is tough. And that 47-35 record is 4 wins better than they were last year too. So, good on the Lakers, but man, the 8th seed, that's crazy. Jamal Murray is a playoff PTPer. Just like the old Dickie Vitale used to say. The Nuggets do have depth issues, though. They do have a great starting five, but not a lot of bench power. So the Lakers were 19-21 in mid-January, and since mid-January they've been 27-14. So they got hot at the end of the season to get themselves in the playoffs. The last 15 games for LeBron James, 27 points, 46% for threes, 59% from the floor, 9 assists, and 8.5 rebounds. Or excuse me, 7.8 rebounds. It's crazy. But the Lakers bench does have scoring issues. So again, I think this one is going to be the Nuggets moving along. I'll just give you my thoughts. The Nuggets are going to go to the finals. Nuggets probably going to win, but we'll see how it all plays out. We're only going to do this round by round. So let's go to the East. The Celtics are tied with the Heat 1-1. Kind of crazy. Jimmy, especially with Jimmy not playing. Sounds like he's going to be out for the series. But Boston does have the best team in the NBA. Boston does have the best team in the NBA. He do play good defense, but the Celtics were number one on offense and number two in defense, and the second best 3-point percentage in the league, and they shot the most threes in the league. So they can score the basketball. But again, that can come to their detriment if they do get cold. They can almost shoot themselves out of games. So last year in the first round, Jimmy averaged 37 points a game for the Heat. So that's going to be a lot of production that they're going to be missing out on. Here, dirty. They play grimy, man. That's just a tougher organization. Pat Riley does a good job with whatever he does, mafioso or whatever. But the Celtics are going to win the series, but the Heat are going to give them problems. But the Celtics are going to come out with it. I think they're going to the finals as well. But again, we'll see how it all plays out round by round. So next series we have Orlando versus the Cavs. Cavs are up 2-0. They're going to win the series, in my opinion. It's going to be a defensive series, though. Should be low scoring. The Cavs lost their last game to make sure that they played Orlando. So that might be either a good call for them or, should maybe have given Orlando some motivation, but obviously not. They're down 2-0 already. Suggs is a lockdown defender for Orlando. Season series was split, so maybe the Orlando had a chance, but already down 2-0. Orlando does struggle in the half court, though. They are a kind of up and down team. Get more out of transition than they do out of half court sets. So on March 8th, the Cleveland Cavaliers were 41-22. Since then, they went 7-11. So they kind of limped their way into the playoffs. But part of the Cleveland's problem is their bigs do not get out and shoot outside of the lane. Really, they're kind of rim protectors. They're not really stretch fours or stretch fives. They're more post guys. So definitely doesn't help with spacing. Mitchell missed 11 of 29 games since the All-Star break, so not playing a lot of games, probably kind of banged up. So, again, I think this one is going to go to the Cavs. Next, we have Milwaukee and Indiana. I got Indiana winning this. It's tied 1-1 as of time of recording. No Giannis. That's why I'm going with Indiana. Also, Indiana won 4 out of the 5 regular season matchups. The Bucks are only 3-8 in their last 11 games. They're only 4-5 without Giannis this year. Giannis is averaging 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists on the season. So having a great year, but obviously they don't play very well without him. The Bucks are a bad perimeter D as well, 19th. Indiana's number 2 in offense and 24th in defense. So they don't play a lot of defense. But Halliburton is averaging 20 and 10 since January 10th, or excuse me, since January 8th. He's missed 10 out of 11 games, and he's down 7 points. So he's only averaging 13.6 points a game since that injury. So he's obviously been hampered, but I still think they're going to beat the Bucks in the first round. Poor Dame again. We got the Knicks over the 76ers. They're up 2-0. I think they're going to win the series. The Knicks are good. I hate to admit it, but the Knicks are good. Jalen Brunson's been balling. And they're deep. They got a deep bench. Embiid is playing well. I just think he's soft as a bag of milk. I don't believe the hype. I don't. But he puts up numbers. So the Knicks are 20-3 with OG in the lineup, and he's back. So definitely he's going to help them out. The Knicks have a problem creating shots, though. They do got a lot of spot shooters, like Dante DiVincenzo. He's going to get hot at least one game this series. Ball out for probably 40. The guy's just a shooter, but he's hot and cold. It's very streaky. But so that's the recap of the first round matchup of the NBA playoffs. I will get the second round out before the second round next time, I promise. So thanks again for tuning in. This is Max the Man signing out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Also check out our live streams on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's on Bulldog 580 Sports under the live feeds. So check us out. Myself, Eric, and Jeff. We talk about sports, just BS about whatever. It's how this all started. So again, thanks for your time.